It is difficult to get more than what is destined. In this life, wealth, love, career, and lifespan are all predestined. Don't disbelieve it. When you are young, you think it is superstition. Only when you are middle-aged, have experienced the fate of people coming and going, and have experienced the fast-flowing wealth, can you understand what it means to have what is destined to happen, and don't force it when it is not destined. The first is wealth. I have 2 junior high school classmates, neither of whom went to college. After graduating from high school, they both went to work in the catering industry. One of them has been running this small restaurant in our local Leni for 20 years. His business has been inconspicuous and he has saved up 6 houses. The other one sells seafood. He started quickly and built a 3-story restaurant. When the business was prosperous, it was hard to get a seat. Later, he diversified and expanded. Whatever he invested in, he lost money. In the end, he had to sell his family and his underwear was upside down. In this life, people really eat as much as they can. The most taboo thing is greed. No matter how much you eat, if you can't digest it, you have to spit it out. And believe me, no matter how good it is when you eat it, you will feel at least 10 times more uncomfortable when you spit it out. When I was young, I grew up with my grandparents. My grandma was a high school student of that era. She kept repeating in my ear that people have 3 joys: contentment, helping others, and enjoying oneself. Although I didn't understand it when I was young, I could remember it. As I get older, especially in recent years, I feel more and more deeply about these 3 joys. When I was young, I always thought that I could buy happiness with money, but what is the truth? I have made money, but most of it went inexplicably. Now I am almost 40 years old, and I found that true happiness is not bought with money, but comes from contentment, from helping others, and from self-seeking happiness. Therefore, there is no absolute poverty or wealth. Poor life means poor planning. Rich life means rich dressing. If you have rice, you can eat rice, and if you have noodles, you can eat noodles. Even if you eat simple meals, it will not affect your bright smile. If you have money, live a good life. If you don't have money, live a good mood. Being rich and powerful is not as good as being healthy and free from disasters, and mountains of gold and silver are not as good as living happily and peacefully. Second, regarding feelings, I have always believed that fate is destined by heaven and cannot be controlled by people. Who you meet, who you are with, who you love deeply, and who hurts you to death are all predetermined. Billions of people on the earth will remember you for their whole lives, and aren't there just a few people who come and go? Whether it is fate or disaster, you can't escape. The fate destined in your life, no matter how noisy your life, you will still support each other and help each other when you are old. The bad fate brought by your life, no matter how much you want to hide or escape, you are destined to meet, consume each other, and torture each other. Some people hit it off at first sight, and they can become friends after chatting for a few words. Some people don't like each other even if they live under the same roof and see each other every day. The encounter between people is the cause of the previous life, the knot of many lives, the result of this life, and the resentment of the next life. All encounters are the beginning of separation. They are all what you once owed, and you have to pay them back. When you pay them off, you will be gone. The fate between parents and children is to watch their backs gradually go away. The fate between husband and wife is to respect and love each other when together, and to part ways when separated. The fate between bosom friends is to know the face of a person but not his heart. Those who enter the heart are like mountains and flowing water, and are self-deceiving. In this life, there are countless times of looking back and brushing shoulders, but few of them are truly walking side by side. Fate is easy to get, but good fate is hard to find. Feelings are something you can't remember in the previous life, and you can't expect them in the next life, so don't be obsessed. If the fate is deep or shallow, cherish it if you meet it in this life, and let it go peacefully after leaving. My beloved helped me to achieve my ambitions, and meeting is already a good fortune. Some people meet once in their lifetime, and some people meet once for a lifetime. No. Before meeting the right person, then love yourself well, please yourself, live a rich life, hold the breeze and wait for the bright moon, and spend your life with fireworks. The third one is about career. I don't need to give examples for this, I have too much say. I have been in business for 22 years, from the age of 17 to now. Along the way, I have accomplished many things and made many more mistakes. I will summarize 2 points to tell you. First, everything I carefully planned, designed, and prepared for basically failed and lost money. And those few things that were accomplished, profitable and famous, were not obtained by hard work, but fell from the sky by various coincidences. So when it comes to opportunities, you must not be superstitious. People cannot get rich without external wealth, and horses cannot get fat without night grass. What is yours does not need to be fought for, and what is not yours does not need to be fought for. Career is half life, half heaven, and half chance, half poverty, half wealth, and half self-satisfaction, half people, half me, and half freedom, half foolish, half wise, and half sage. I have been in business for 22 years. If you want to say what I have learned 2 things, knowing when to stop and being satisfied. I know that half of life is up to me, and the other half must go with the flow. Okay, let me say another point. Don't listen to the nonsense that you should do the difficult but right thing. If something is difficult for you to do, it means that either the thing itself is wrong, or even if it is right, you should not do it. In these years of entrepreneurship, I have persisted in many things, but none of them got better and better because I persisted long enough. On the contrary, the longer I persisted, the deeper I got into it, and the more I lost. And the results were good. Several times I started a business, it was very smooth at the beginning. The process may not be easy, but I never felt how tired or difficult I was. Then it got better and better inexplicably. There is a way through the mountains and a bridge over the water. So everyone, don't force it in your career. Don't be proud of making money. Work hard because it is a reward from God. If you lose, you should accept it. Stop the loss in time because it is a punishment from God. Don't do nothing with your hands up, but try your best. Don't force it in the future. Work hard on the cause and let fate take care of it. The last one is about lifespan. In the past few years, my friends have started to die one after another, some due to accidents, illnesses, and some because of their own inability to get over it. In the past, I always felt that I had a long life ahead of me, and that I still had a lot of time to waste, and that death was a distant thing from me. But in recent years, I don't think so. I suddenly realized that people don't die when they are old, but can die at any time. And this thought made me understand 2 things again. One is that I truly understood Master Hongyi's choice to become a monk. At that time, he was still Li Shutong, but he gave up everything and chose to become a monk. His students asked him, "You have so much wealth and fame, isn't it a pity to give it up?" Master Hongyi replied that if I died tomorrow, I would have to give up all of these even if I didn't. My current choice is just to take the initiative to give them up. Li Shutong thought, I have a new life. Another feeling is the change in my own view of wealth. Today at noon, when I was planning a summer vacation with my parents and children with my wife, I was still talking about this. The greatest function of money is really not to buy things, but to exchange for life experiences. Recently, my husband and I have been doing a half-yearly centralized decluttering at home. We threw things away like crazy. It was so satisfying that I gave away the living room and sofa at home. Life is for experience. The so-called possession is fake. You can't bring it with you when you are born, and you can't take it with you when you die. Only your own life experience is truly yours. Everyone comes to this world with their own mission. Hua Tsubing's mission was to leave his bravery in the desert and seal the wolf's lair. He left at the age of 23 without any regrets. Wang Bo's mission was to write about the treasures of nature, the outstanding people and the beautiful scenery in Tingwang Pavilion. It was enough for him to have a lofty ambition, even if he was 27 years old. Everyone has his own mission in life. You don't have to bear the fate of anyone for him, because you can't bear it either. Your real happiness is to be able to calm down and seriously think about the meaning of this life, and define it by yourself. When you have completed your mission in this life excellently and made your life worthwhile, then you will receive the greatest reward from God in your life, which is 8 words: have a clear conscience and no regrets.